Hmm, this is weird. Good morning, everyone. Well, today's July the 7th, Thursday. Time's going by fast and hot, hot, hot. Good, good morning. Oh, Rue, good morning, honey. Hang on. I think I need to give you a wrench in that name. Good morning, honey. I love you, honey. Yeah, I like to make sure you're protected in here. That way nobody can time you out or throw you in the corner, spank you, whatever it is they do. I'm still out on the road traveling. I love you so much, honey. I love you. I love you. I love you as much as I do my luggage. Even though I left two of them behind, I only brought one this time. Actually, I brought three, but two don't count because one is panties. Hey, Glenn. Good morning, honey. Oh yeah, we get our fair share of them here. But what's funny, Rue, is they go, I didn't do that. Because again, there's something wrong with this freaking phone. I hope I'm not going to sit here robot all day. I don't know what I can make them give me a new one. While I'm here. Hang on, I forgot to drop the link, but anybody got any good trash they want to talk about today? We like It's not bad, honey. I but something is. And I'm a whiner. I'm gonna whine and complain. Just let me know in a few minutes so if I'm still roboting. I mean, I did everything. Yesterday I was roboting when I was on Cat's panel for no reason. I got cold last night, honey. I tried to sleep in the air conditioning, and I woke up freezing to death. I had to come get in my van to get warm. So I woke up in my comfy bed in my van. You know what I'm doing, don't you? I'm rolling cigarettes. Good morning, Mr. Seal. How are you?
Oh, how you
Hey,
doing?
Liz.
Am I still roboting?
You're not roboting, am I?
No, you sound good. How's the roboting going on?
I have no idea.
Is that
They
the
said I was.
robot? Maybe it's like the roboting from Pogo. They're getting back to
Well, yeah, actually, I think it's just ATT. No, it's sorry, it's ATT. You know, um,
yeah,
I pay for the most expensive plan they have, right? And
yeah,
they still throttle you. I don't care how much you're paying for, how much you're paying for it. You still get throttled, okay?
Oh
Regardless.
yeah. But you're on the unlimited Stella plan, though, aren't you?
Yes, the elite. I have the
Ah,
elite plan,
okay.
and it should never be shitty, and it hadn't been. But I don't know. Since I've been on the road and where I'm at now, there's usually really good service. So I don't really
Yeah.
know what's up with
Do
it. Uh,
Did do you remember the old days when they limit you on what you could upload?
well, that was we had dial up. That's all we had. Remember, there was no cable. There was no cable internet. Everything was dial. You know,
Yeah,
back in
yeah,
the day, back in our day,
yeah. So how you
I went and got
doing?
me some breakfast. Well, I went and got me some breakfast just a little bit ago. Got me some coffee from the McDonald's and had a biscuit and something sausage, something other on it. I don't know. Anyway, well, I didn't eat yesterday. It's been so hot and humid. I figure it's going to be hot and humid again here. Well, anytime. It's cool right now. I'm sitting outside.
Oh, oh, you poor thing. It's
And
hot
then it
there.
gets too cold on me.
Yeah,
So, I mean, it's supposed to be 30, and it's supposed to be like 103.
yeah. No, it's been good
Uh,
here. Can you hear me? Okay.
it's fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're kind of the signal's bad. Did you go to the lake?
Yes, and I'm sunburnt. And, well, I had a YouTube friend with me. He's been with me
Yeah,
since
yeah, yeah. How'd that go?
sunburnt, but he left me yesterday because he had other plans he was going to do. He actually stayed with me, I think, a few days longer than he had planned. But,
Uh,
so
oh,
now I got nobody to rub this stuff on my back. This
on your
stuff.
back.
Well, yeah, that's where I'm sunburnt, all my shoulders and down my back.
Oh,
Well, I
oh,
had
you
a
got it.
strapless bath. I mean, yeah, I had a strapless bathing suit on, so I'm
Oh,
burnt
yeah.
like from
I'm
like where you
surprised.
would normally wear a bra all the way up.
I'm surprised you didn't go topless, though. You're like one of those
If there
ladies.
had to been 500 kids down there, I would have probably been topless. I'd have probably been totally naked.
Like,
I
yeah.
would have scared my YouTube. I would have scared my YouTube friend clean
Uh,
off. He'd have been running trying to get the hell out of there.
he would have been like, "Oh my god! Like this is my YouTube friend. She's totally naked. Oh my god!" Yeah.
Yep, he would have probably started throwing up and doing all kinds of shit. Oh, hey, Happy, you want to come up, babe? Happy's here.
Oh,
But
that's
yeah,
good.
anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, my friend, yeah,
Who's
we
that?
went to Walmart yesterday, and he had to go do his laundry, and so I let him go get his laundry done, and
Yeah.
Um, and we parted ways when he because it doesn't take that long, to wash a load of clothes. So
Hey,
I didn't
Stella,
have I didn't have enough to go do laundry.
how far away was this YouTube friend that you met? Like, was he like in the area or?
Oh no, no, no! He'd been traveling, and we
Uh,
made plans already. He came. He met up with me in Oklahoma.
oh, okay. Wait,
It's
it was
his name is
it was
Pansy Wagon. You may have seen him around. I'm
Stella,
not sure.
Stella. Do you remember like talking to me years ago? Were you that one that had that friggin' tornado, and your that that shed from your neighbor's house landed in yours, and you were happy as shit?
Oh God, man, we've had all kind of shit here. Noodles.
Mm,
I love you, noodles.
I think it was you. You had the funniest story. I said I don't
Yep.
know what the hell was
Benny.
going on in the Midwest, but Stella had a shed. She said having a tornado in the middle of the country was the best thing because our neighbor's shed landed on top of, and it landed right side up. And then, like, all of a sudden, she said it was great for all the chickens and shit that you had.
Yeah,
Hey,
that was probably one of my little stories, that
no,
you tell as
I
you go to
remember
make people
I,
laugh. Hey, we
that
we
that
did
was
have a big tornado here, though. It tore
uh,
down. I mean, we
I
never
remember,
get tornadoes here, right? We get them
that
in
was
Oklahoma.
but that was a funny shit when I called you on the phone back in the 80s or something. Though.
Oh, I
Hey,
know. It
hey,
really was.
Noodle. Yeah, I've known you a long time though.
Yep, you sure have. I've since 1988, I believe. I've known you that long.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to meet one of these days. I like meeting my YouTuber friends. Maybe I'll get in your area one of these days.
No, I'd love to go down and see you though. I was always wondering how old. I mean, you're old though. I mean,
I'm
I
old. Yeah, I'm old. And now I'm old and black.
old and black, old and
Yes.
black.
No, I was already dark and now I got this super tan. No, and I'm serious. I'm black. I mean, y'all don't believe me, but I'm rolling cigarettes. But I mean, look, check this out. Look how black my legs are, my arms.
But you're part Indian, aren't you? Man, it's going like a little. All right. Wow, you're really dark.
Finished at 9 and the doctor's around at 2.
You,
Yeah,
you're
I'll tell you
you're.
later on this evening, Benny.
Hey, are you part Indian? It was
Yes,
robot.
I think yeah, I'm a quarter Eastern Creek and one quarter Cherokee. So,
Nice, nice.
yeah, I'm very dark. But I'm just
Yeah,
saying, no, I mean, I'm really dark now.
yeah,
Really. I was
yeah,
dark. I stay dark naturally, but
yeah.
now I'm got really dark from being out in the sun a lot. I haven't been down to my lake here yet, which I will go. I'll go down video from down there. I didn't have a lot of power, and I'm having to stay plugged in right now. So, but when I get my phone charged up, I'll go down to the video. I mean, down to my lake and the boat dock stuff down here, and I'll live stream from down here one day. Um,
Yeah.
maybe here in it. Hey, Emily. Hey, Terry.
I want to tell Noodles one thing. I unsub Melton John. I'm done with this.
Poor Melton was acting normal last night.
No,
Um,
fuck him. I'm done with him.
did you what did he what was he having a problem? He seemed to
No,
be
no,
okay last night.
No, he blocked me and never unblocked me. And
Huh.
I was actually gonna give him like $5 or something.
I'll
Something
well, I was going to speak to him for you when I talk to him again, because well, he was I guess he's living in his car. I'm not real sure, but he was eating canned goods, and well, I do the same thing because I live in my van when I'm traveling, so I eat a lot of canned goods and stuff, whatever I carry with me. But yeah,
no,
he seemed okay last night.
no,
He gave me a wrench and
I unsubbed his ass.
who's I don't know. I lose track because I hadn't been on YouTube much lately because I hadn't had no service,
But
and I really
I
don't.
don't.
This honestly, this week I don't know who's mad at whom. Okay, or who's fighting with whom rather.
I mean, still, like I've known you for a long time. Like you've suffered. Okay, I have too.
Well, yeah,
But
we all been through hell.
but I
Red, hey
mean,
girl.
I can see bullshit like a mile away.
Yeah, I will call you later, Red. I
Mm.
promise. I've just been tied up on the phone now for days with all making all these arrangements and stuff. I'll call you later on today, though, honey. I promise. Um, yeah, well, we've been through heck, especially with with the communities or whatever you want to call them. I don't even know what you know.
I don't know. Mountain John used to be a good friend of mine, and then he put on a dress and
Well,
kind of
this is
pissed
what I'm trying to tell
everybody
you.
off.
Last night he wasn't wearing the dress and he was in his car, and he was just eating some canned fruit and green beans. I do the same thing, I like sweet peas, so I'll pop them open, eat them right out of the can,
Yeah, right.
when
No,
I'm traveling. But,
that's your own thing. If you like Mountain John, that's fine. I don't give a
well,
shit. But the
yeah, but
point
what
is,
I'm saying is see, Noodles is right. I think he's had or is having some kind of a little breakdown. I'm not making fun of him or nothing. I think he's a good guy. I've known him for about 3, 4 years now, maybe not as long as I've known you, of course, but
mm,
I've known him for several years, and there's a major change in him. I see that.
I see Noodles being the best one on YouTube lately. You and Noodles, really. I mean, you guys don't talk about bullshit.
No, me and Noodles like to talk about guns, and me and Noodles always like to talk about the cool fun shit.
Well, I mean, you gotta understand that probably, I mean, even shit that I bullshit about is
I got my nine with me, Noodles. I got my safety just in case I need it. Oh,
Eh,
Terry. Oh, Terry, no kidding. Well, happy engagement then. One of these days, I'm going to find me a engagement
what
person.
on YouTube?
Oh yeah, actually, I
Really?
have yeah, I've got a YouTube husband, and I've got a few YouTube boyfriends, but I don't have any engagement guys though. You know,
Are they 3.0s?
say it
You,
again.
you gotta go with the YouTube 3.0s.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You gotta stay up with the style. Well, what are those old shows? I remember everybody used to watch them. Them they was on TV, and this one and that one was married, and their wife or their husband was having an affair with so and so, and what they call them kind of shows. Uh, but there was all kinds of them. I don't remember, but it kind of reminds me of YouTube a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I think TG 3.0's got it going on.
Yeah. Well, Noodles, I think Noodles and I think if we work with him a little bit, I think we can bring him around before he gets too far gone. So Noodles is gonna have to help me with this one.
With what?
help with to see if we can get our Melton back like he used to be.
No, no, I'm done. No, the problem with Mountain John is you just can't deal with them. If you're done with them, you're done.
Well, yeah, I know I got you. I'm like that too with people. When I'm done, I'm done. But
No,
sometimes I
it's
see
just too much. The problem is like you got like I'm a narcissist, but not it's an extreme narcissist, Mountain John. So
well,
like
yeah, but you're
you got these kind of people, and if you're not like part of them, then they don't want anything to do with it. Kind of like Noodles is dealt with Mountain.
well, it's like okay, last night, Happy, for instance, she wasn't dressed in
No, no,
lipstick,
no, no,
earrings. No, I
no.
mean she was half normal. What I'm trying to tell you,
I'll
last night.
never,
I don't understand. I don't know. I don't know.
I'll never call him Lady Melton. Fuck that. He's a fucking he's called Melton, he's a man. That's my
But
bottom
sometimes, well,
line.
I don't never know if it's real or if it's Memorex. But some people do things for content because it's YouTube, right? And
Yeah, but I'm done with
I
it.
never know if it's content or if it's real. That's my
But
problem. I never
the
know if these
problem,
fights and arguments are content because a lot of the fights are content as well. You see what I'm saying?
yeah, but
So
Melton
it
John
takes me
is
a little
real.
bit to get them all figured out.
The the problem with Melton John is he is real, and if you don't respect him or part of his group or call him a woman, he doesn't want anything part of you. That's a problem with the guy. He's a pain in the ass.
Maybe he needs some
Or
McDonald's. Maybe he
like
just needs a McDonald's coffee.
anyways, that's
Mm.
my I'll be right back, your robot.
And
Hold on.
McDonald's coffee seems to fix me right on up. 5 grams, 5 sugar. Okay, that's how I like it. So if you bring me a coffee and I need 5 hours. Yeah, I know noodles. I love noodles. Oh man, noodles is probably one of the more intelligent people, honestly, that I've met on YouTube. He's knowledgeable about a lot of things. Um, and you know what I really enjoy is his survival videos he does. You know, when he builds his little fire and his little thing, and he cooks his ramen noodles or whatever. I like weird stuff like that. I think he actually got a lot of views when he was doing that live stream. I used to freaking video my outdoor campfires and stuff. But who's I'm trying to keep up with the chat here. Seal, you muted yourself in case you didn't know. So I can't hear you. Nobody can. Uh, you got to mute thing back. Yeah, Lisa or Liz, they yeah, a lot of people do that too. Some of them do it on purpose, though. You know, I mean, well, it was actually done to me once. Um, they put money onto your a lot onto your PayPal. See, and then you use that money, and then it puts then they take it if they take it back, then your PayPal is overdrawn, right? So you can't use your PayPal until all that money's put back in. It's like overdrawing at the bank.
Right. And if you do the Google thing, like Google
Well,
takes a lot of it.
no, well, see what happened to me was I was helping a friend out to keep his all his information personal, right? Um,
Right.
I let him send me money who I sent to two other people for him.
Yeah.
Then he went and took back, and it was like $200. So it's quite a bit of money, right? And I didn't have nothing in the account to begin. I always leave it empty, but
Right.
he's but and then so I mean to get it all squared away, I had to cause a big stink, and I went back and I just recalled it back from the people I've sent it to. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so then he went back and then he recalled his or he retracted his deal, where he was asking for the money back. And so then I went and recalled mine back where I was asking for the money back on the other two people. But I'm serious, like, people do this. Don't ask me why. And I was doing a
But
guy a favor.
Stella, I remember you in the old days when you went down to Florida and you were like, "Holy shit! I ended up Western Union money." Remember that?
Probably. Probably.
No,
Yeah,
remember you?
it's been a while since I've been to Florida. I just don't
No,
remember what
no,
I'm
no,
saying.
no. I ended up Western Union you
Yeah,
money,
yeah.
and you said that like all your shit was like gone. Like you were like, and I felt so bad, and that
Oh,
was
well,
the
that happened here when I went to jail. I come out of jail. Listen,
yeah,
I'd
I
been in
know.
there for about a week. I come out of jail.
Um,
No, my van was gone. Okay.
mm,
Everything I owned, what the police didn't take, thieves came along and took out of my camper. I found my van. Actually, the police found it on the next street over. Let's see, I got out of jail on the 3rd. I think it was like the 5th or the 6th. They come pulling up in here and asked me if I reported a vehicle stolen. And it was right on the next street over the whole time, but they stripped it. There was nothing left inside of it. And they're
yeah,
stupid though. No, they left my brand new battery. Didn't take my brand new tires on it, and them's $high tires and wheels. They didn't take my JVC stereo. They didn't take none of this hot, but they cleaned everything from the inside out. Okay, I mean everything. They left my Bible and three umbrellas. I think was all that was left in there. That was it. Stripped
well,
to the gills.
but I mean, I remember you in the old days, though, and I mean, I'm talking the old days.
No, I mean, they even took my clothes. I had no clothes. Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
know,
was
I know.
wearing what I was wearing when I went to jail, which was very little. I mean, they put
Mhm,
me in an orange suit right away because I was
mhm,
half naked at the jail. I had a bikini top on, a skirt, a little mini skirt thing with no
yeah,
panties, no nothing underneath of it, and a pair of flip
yeah,
flops. That's it. That's what I had on. So when I come
yeah.
out of jail, that's what I owned. That's all I
I
had to
know,
wear.
I know, I know. But I mean, you've lived it, so like
Oh yeah,
so
I'm gonna
no,
survive if I gotta go naked. Hell, Adam and Eve was naked until they eat the fruit, remember? And discovered they were naked. And then
but
they
but
found the fig leaves,
but
I think.
the thing a lot of these people don't get is Stella's real, like that really happened. She's a real person.
Well, if I have a problem, I gotta come on here and when I ask for money, believe me, it's a serious situation.
No. But let me ask you this: do you think that somebody e-begging out of the streets is bullshit? Like if
Well, it's like
yeah,
some people eat. Here's what I don't agree with. I could agree with you if you needed food, if you needed clothes, if you needed necessities, okay, for the
right,
e-bag thing. But now, like when Sam goes on there and just e-bags for nothing, but he'll say he needs gas, but he don't get gas. He goes straight to the dispensary and buys weed. You
right,
know,
yeah,
you can get out there and fly a sign if you want to go buy some weed. You
yeah,
know, It's just
Right.
too hot for me to fly a sign right now. That's why I haven't been doing it. This heat will beat you down and kill you. It's bad. It's vicious. But I fly a sign, even as old as I am. When I need money, weather providing, provide.
Yeah.
I flew a sign in a hailstorm, a windstorm, rainstorm, and a half-ass tornado. I flew signs all over the United States, to get my gas money and food money, cigarette money, that kind of thing.
Have you filed for Social Security? I mean, you
Oh
qualify
no, I've
for it.
been on Social Security, but I have a lot of bills. I've got property, I've got utilities,
Mm,
I've got all this stuff that I have to pay for. Trash
yeah.
bill. I'm still paying my bail bondsman off.
Yeah.
I still got about 4 or 5 more payments to him
I got you.
because I owed him, a $50,000 bond just because you give them cash, the cash part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you still owe them. Is what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
gave
Yeah.
them the 10%, but I still owed them the rest of that. 5,000. It was
Oh, of
five.
course.
I had to get five. It was a $50,000 bond, right? I had to give the bail bondsman 5,000. Well, he took a 10% down payment and let me pay the rest of that out,
Hmm.
and which is fine. So, and I'm an honest person. I've been paying him back ever since, $100 a month, right, like
No,
a clock.
I know
Yeah,
that. I mean, I've known you a long time. You've been very honest person.
right. I don't exaggerate if I do ask for something or whatever. I don't exaggerate it one bit, you know. I need something. That's it. But
Yeah. But what do
I,
you?
now now
My thing is like I was listening to Noodles, and I guess like Melton John threatened to kill anybody that listens to Noodles. 1980.
yeah,
Mhm.
Dave Gorman is in here. Dave, what happened with him? Uh, I don't know why he did this, but Zane started replaying other people's content, and it was like those old Western things or whatever. And I'm almost positive that's why they took his channel from him, was over those playing those old Western movies.
Oh,
He had a big channel, and that was a 40,000 subscriber
uh,
channel. It was a big
uh,
channel. Now, I think he still got one of his channels still up. He had two or three. He had one with his what was it? The coins. He had a coin collecting channel. And then he had the big one, and he had another one, I think. I'm not sure. I think his coin collecting channel's still up, but they took
uh.
that other one, and I'm almost positive it was for replaying other people's content. Man, YouTube's cracking down on that shit.
Well, I
And what?
heard that YouTube. I think it's the beginning
Well,
of
see, well, the
July or
thing that
so.
let me explain something to you. See, when you get monetized,
Uh,
YouTube has a thing on there. I haven't set mine up to do this yet, and if I
no,
did, probably about 10 people would lose channels. Okay,
no,
but you can put a tick on there, and YouTube will automatically put an algorithm in there that watches for any part of your videos to be being used by somebody else. And in that case, they will just automatically go in there and give them a strike. 3 strikes and you're out. So,
right.
and if they're continually playing this, they can go in there, strike 3 different videos, bam, you're gone. That's it.
Well,
Um,
I think it's more to cut the trolls down. I think the middle of July, you know what I
Well,
mean.
I
The
know
the fate.
I heard old proud Babylonian, I call him the babbling idiot. I heard him complaining, about YouTube, their algorithm, not letting people play music and all that stuff. And now that they do go to a little extreme with that because, like, let's say I buy a CD. Okay, I bought this CD. I pay what, almost $30. What's a CD for a music CD? They're expensive, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Now, I feel like I should have the right to play that CD on my channel because I paid for it. I own that CD.
right.
Okay. But that ain't how it works. That ain't
Yeah.
how it works. They will strike you.
But I think that what YouTube is doing, maybe like in the middle of July, is that they're going after channels that
Well,
yeah,
here's yeah, I don't understand why they're not going after the porn bombers. You know, they care more about somebody playing somebody else's
well,
crooked music than they
but
do
they
it. They
but
don't
they
listen. They
will.
don't. Yeah, but they don't strike the porn bomber. They strike the person's channel that got porn bombed, the innocent person.
Well,
That's what upsets me about it. Oh, and
well,
no, I did a survey and I let them know about that too. I said I think
well,
it's pretty crappy that you all strike the channel of the innocent person that had nothing to do with it, and you let the porn bomber go free.
well, the thing I saw, what are you using for? What are you using one of those electric rollers?
This electric rolling machine, I'm using a Hawkmatic, an HK2, and it's really super good. It rolls a cigarette in 2 seconds, I think, because it takes it goes it just you I just hear a zit zit and it's rolled. So I'm gonna assume it takes 2 seconds to roll a cigarette. I just
I
set do this
use
while I'm on my live stream.
yeah,
Goes
that's
that's
cool.
it. That's it. Made a cigarette. It goes zit zit.
What kind of tobacco do you use?
Well, I had to buy this when I got here because I didn't order tobacco before I left. This is called Original Blend Sparrow tobacco. I've never heard of it before, but it's okay. It's actually not
Yeah,
bad. I buy the big 1 pound bags. But see, I get it cheaper online, but I had to leave and I wasn't able to sit there and wait for 10 days for my order to come in. And so
well,
I just had to buy a bag at the tobacco store, and I'll probably
you
buy
know,
another
you, you
bag
know,
next week.
you know, you, you know, it's crazy. Still, is they banned mailing tobacco to Massachusetts and vape stuff.
No way. Why that's weird. Have you tried have you tried ordering from I'm trying to think of the name of that place. They they and I pay like 11.99 a bag from them
True,
and
do it.
buy it. It's right at
Say, say that again. It was all breaking up.
online. They don't charge sales tax.
Well, they never used to, but they banned it, and then the states got involved in it, which is bullshit. And I mean,
I'm telling you, I
like, I
think you
mean,
can buy from this company.
yeah, that'd be great, but like in this state, like you can't buy shit online anymore.
I buy all my rolling papers. I get rolling papers, and the good ones, the real thin ones, like so you can roll your weed with. I get those for like 69 cents or 79 cents a packet. A pack. You know, you
Yeah,
go to a tobacco store and buy them; they're like $2 or more a pack for rolling papers.
I was making my own vape, and what you do is you buy the nicotine, which is really hard to get online. Then what you do, right? It is you go to like a place like Friendlies, and you go online and you look at the flavors you want to add into it. Like you want, you know, you know,
Yeah, I buy everything
strawberry or
for.
something like
Here's
that.
the other thing. Okay, now let me show you here. And these are usually less than this. This is
Okay.
for the box
Those are the
100.
same. Those are the same ones I use. Those are the aces.
Oh, now, do you know what they charge here at the tobacco store?
What?
Almost $10. $10. So I'm saving over $8 a box, and I buy these 10 boxes at a time. Okay.
Yeah.
I only brought 5 boxes with me, And I forgot I was going to be here a long time, so I'm hoping I got enough to last me till I get back to my house because I've got in my camper. I've got more. I just didn't bring them with me. I kind of was packing and leaving in a hurry.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And
but what I use is a gambler. I don't like that
well, you
pipe
could. They
tobacco
have the
shit.
they've got every kind. I'm just telling you. Even their highest price ones ain't over like 239 a box for the
No,
tubes.
I know. I
They're
have
all
it figured.
cheap.
I've
Yeah,
been doing
but
this for
they've got
20.
every brand you want. They've got
I've
any
been
brand and every brand you want. They
Still,
sell them.
I've been rolling these things for over 20 years. Trust
Well,
me.
I started rolling when they doubled the tax on them.
No.
The tax went up to it doubled it's the tax that went the price of the cigarettes. It pulled up on the tax. Okay. And so at that time, that's when I went to rolling my own. I decided I am not going to pay for that price for tax. That's ridiculous. I mean, we're paying
Stella,
tax. We're
Stella,
double triple taxed on taxation's illegal anyway. There's
Stella,
no law
Stella, Stella, take a guess how much a one pack of Marlboros goes for in my state.
I don't know, but they're right at $9 everywhere here
No,
in this
no,
section of the United States
they're
here.
they're over $12 for one pack.
Oh yeah, and they're not going to get any cheaper. I've heard people say they pay almost $20 for a pack. You know, so
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. I'm not going to do it. I'd rather make my own. You know, I'm a smoke. One way or another.
All right, what does Ozzy's wife say? Needles wanted to make up with Melton. Those channels didn't like person.
I don't think I have your email. I mean, I can just send you the link to this tobacco place because I'm almost positive that they can ship to your state.
No,
I
they
don't
won't.
think they have
No,
any.
no,
It,
no, they won't. It's just it's banned
but
because
Amazon quit selling all the tobacco products.
well, Amazon started with sex products after they couldn't sell the books. We all know that.
I
And then they went to the moon. I'm trying. What is this?
well,
Needles.
they had
I don't care. I don't give a shit about it. I really don't.
Get me up and I'll roll tonight when I'm I can hear I'm roboting and I fix it. But that's what I'm
Hold,
saying. Whatever
hold, hold on. Let me try moving.
they're hearing it. Well, I just went back and changed my sound settings again. So I'm telling you, normally, but lately it ain't been the way it normally is what I'm saying. The last couple days. Normally, if I'm roboting, I hear me roboting, and when I hear me roboting, you know, I know how to go and fix it. But now the people are hearing me roboting, but I'm not hearing me roboting, and so I don't know. Oh, I think I'm going to make one more pack of cigarettes That ought to do me for today. But I'm going to take a break and smoke one and have some coffee and talk to you guys.
Hey, Stella. Though I'm trying to do this guy's conversation about the poor Melton people attacking him.
Yeah.
No, fuck that. That guy is a fucking narcissist control group freak, and I really hope people see that.
Well, you'll get to. Well, you probably already know, but YouTube is full of narcissists. Okay, what makes
Of
them
course,
dangerous? What
uh,
makes them dangerous is when they're narcissistic sociopaths. Okay, now that's dangerous people, whether they're going to be dangerous to themselves or others. Either way, right? But some people are just plain. They're just narcissists, which that's I don't know. I get along with that type of people. But
but I,
the really
but
crazy ones are the ones that are dangerous. That's the ones I steer clear of.
But I mean, do you think that like a narcissist YouTuber that wants to take every single channel down on YouTube is cool?
No, because they believe me, they came after mine. They've tried. Sam brags. His name is Adventures with Mister and Sammy. Okay, he brags how he loves to take channels down, and he goes
But I,
after channel. He would love to take
I
my channel down.
but like how is Mountain John good? Like what does he
Well,
do good?
I don't know that Melton has done anything. Back when I knew Melton, the most goofy thing he ever did was, his little magic stuff, And the girls were always kidding with him and cutting up, telling him to, cast a spell on me so that I
Oh,
can get a lot of money or, something like
yeah,
that, you know.
yeah.
And
But when
that's how I remember him, okay? I don't know the new Mrs. Melton at all. I
but
know the old Melton.
I do. I know the old Milton. I've known Milton forever, but I mean, why is he so like going after such a negative vibe on everybody? Like he'll probably do a
Well, like
video
I
on.
said, I don't know, but that's what I'm telling you. See, one minute he's one way, but one minute he's another way. But last night he was actually normal acting. Last night he did a live. I don't know. I woke up to go pee in the middle of the night, and I like to listen to YouTube while I fall back asleep. And
Yeah,
that's what he asked me. He said, why'd you come in my channel? You don't usually come in here. I told him, I said, well, usually I'm not even up this time of night. I said, I had to wake up and go pee. And when I came back, I recognized your channel, so I decided to come in and say hi to everybody. And
yeah, I got you. I
yeah,
got you.
because
But
I'm not usually up at 1 o'clock in the morning or 1:30, whatever it was here.
right
I'm
on.
on Central Time. I don't know
I
what
got
time he's on, but it was 1 or 1:30 in the morning here. But I had to wake up, had to get out my van and go over and hunt me a bush, and because I've got my porta potty in my van, but I've got it. It's covered up with shit. I can't get to it right now. I got a case of bottled water in there and all kinds of crap, just stuff where I had stuff I need.
of course. Yeah, of course, I understand that. So
Yeah,
yeah,
so I had to go out and hunt me a bush last night at
yeah.
1:30 in the morning and hope my ass cheeks don't get bit by a snake.
Oh man,
Oh, it's fun.
did you?
When
Did you?
you're living on the danger line, you
Yeah,
know, and
yeah.
never knowing if you're going to get bit by a snake on your ass cheeks when you're trying
Right.
to take a pee at 1:30 in the morning. Now
Yeah,
that's
but
living the life, isn't it?
Stella, you got the dogs out there, don't you?
Well, I've actually got my dog and my son's dog both here right now. My dog's inside the big fenced yard. He's getting to run around and play, and I'm building him a big kennel when I get back to Oklahoma. I'm taking one of my gates back with me. I had an extra gate here, and I'm taking it back with me to put on his new kennel when I build his kennel when I get back. So you'll be able to watch me. I'm gonna get out there and pound T-post him with a baby sledgehammer and put him. And I'm building him. I'm not buying him one of those prefab kennels. I'm building a kennel.
No, nice.
I build everything myself. I'm a pretty good builder.
Oh, I know you are. Shit, I knew you from the old days. I remember you with the chickens. Weren't you the one that told me you take a chicken and you boil it?
Make dumplings.
Yeah, you just take the whole chicken and boil it and takes the whole feathers right off.
Well, what you don't really boil it, you blanch it. If you're going to pluck the but yeah, you dip them in really hot scalding water,
Mm-hmm.
and then the feathers just they pull out really easy. But they make a machine that you can you can dip them in the boiling water and put them in that machine. It's got these rubber fingers, and it spins. It spins this thing around, and these rubber fingers will pluck the feathers out for you. That's what they use in the chicken factories. I think they use something similar, probably bigger, bigger style, will
Yeah,
hold more chickens, but
I remember we were talking about this years ago before all this like tick and Lyme disease stuff.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and bird flu.
Mm, yeah,
They have a lot of the chicken farms have either been burnt to the dirt or they've closed down because they had an outbreak this is recently now of the bird flu. And so, in order to get rid of it, when their whole flock gets infected, they got no other choice but to kill all the chickens. Why? It's like yesterday. I went to Walmart. I was craving fried chicken, right? I wanted chicken and some, coleslaw, potato salad, whatever for lunch.
right.
They had no fried chicken. None.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
none. Walmart had none. And I'm like, what the hell? But I figured it was going to hit for long. That's why the price of eggs have gone sky high because the chicken farms that just produce eggs, some produce meat chickens, okay? And there's lots of them in Arkansas, by the way. I think Tyson's has a place still at Russellville.
Oh yeah. Yeah. All right.
Am I back? Hey, Charles. I had to answer a phone call. My daughter was calling me. How you been, Charles?
I'm back. Let me
Yeah,
let you.
I'm back too. Yeah, I was talking to Charles. I saw him come in the chat.
No, let me let you catch up with your chat. Not, I'm being polite.
Yeah, that's okay. I apologize. I had to take that calls from my daughter. Um,
Yeah.
shoot.
How,
Oh, Charles,
how's your,
it's so hot. It's not just hot. It's triple digits, but our humidity is so high uh, here in this part of the United States. I mean, it's smothering. It really is. It's that bad, you know.
so
And where I'm
what?
sitting now, there's wood. Listen, there's woods all around me, so the trees block any wind that might be going to blow through here. So you're just sitting here in nothing but pure heat and humidity with no wind, you know.
What? How? What do you got for AC still?
Well, there's a small air conditioner inside the trailer. But I stay in my van, and I got to get in there today because I accidentally unplugged my cord going back to it. But my problem is I don't have enough batteries. I've only got two batteries to run power from, and
Why
I've got
not?
to get. I got to get. I need at least a couple more. But
Why not just run straight off the generator then?
well, if you did something like that, I'd have to wire it up different, and I'd have to let the vehicle sit and run all the time. I know I've got a 5,000 BTU window unit in my van.
Oh, okay.
Not the one on the van. The one on the van was not any good, and I took it off to remove all that weight
Yeah,
that compressor's heavy because
yeah,
it was going to cost way up there, probably 12, $1,500 to put
mm,
in a new AC system. Okay, by the
yeah,
time you do it and pay a garage and they do it right, it's way up there in money nowadays. And so for $135, I got a brand new air conditioner on Amazon. I built it in, it had my son do it. He built it in the back window, and I run it off
yeah.
my inverter and my solar power. But I need more
No,
battery.
no shit. I'm not into the solar power thing, but yeah, that's interesting.
Well, if I had
Mm,
enough battery power, I could run the same amount of shit you can run in a house. I've got 200 watts of solar, right? And my battery power is marine batteries, like you put on a boat. And
yeah,
I've got the biggest ones I can get, which is
that
group
date.
29s.
Yeah,
And I
how
need to,
much?
I actually, I'm going to try to, later on, I'm going to add two more panels. I've got room for two more on top of my van, which is going to bring more power in quicker, right? But I'm going to try to get two 200-watt panels. I've only got, right up there now, I've got two 100-watt panels. But I'm going to
But
try to
the
add on two 200 watts, and then I'm going to add on another four batteries. And I'm
you
hoping that will be enough to run the air conditioning and my Dometic ice chest. That's
uh,
pretty much and a fan, I run a fan too, blowing in there to circulate all that air. But
uh, they're good for like running like air. Like I'll tell you this. I mean, like DC batteries, okay, but like they constantly need charging.
that's where the solar
Uh,
panels come in. No, the
yeah,
solar panels
but
charge them. If that's as long as you've got sun and it's not on a cloudy day, that's where you run into also problems. I didn't bring my generator with me, or I could have run it right off the generator, see,
Yeah, yeah,
or I could use the generator to charge the batteries back up, either one. But I didn't bring it with me this time. I didn't think I was going to need it, but I've had a couple of days where there was nothing but pure cloud cover over, and my
yeah.
solar panels got no sun, so my
I got,
batteries couldn't get charged. Yeah.
I got you, but I mean, there's no way like you could run like DC like
Well, yeah, there you can.
marine.
Well,
No, like no, like say like you didn't have like the solar panels, right?
well,
Or the generator. There's no way those DC batteries are gonna like run a generator. I mean, air conditioning system.
well, the thing, what the inverter does is it converts 12-volt power into 110-volt AC current. Okay, alternating current.
Hmm.
Now I haven't done it yet because I've just got to do it actually. I've got to go buy the old Ford starter solenoids. It's got just a little bitty thing, and it's got two posts come out the side, and usually two or three coming on the top of it. Uh,
You mean the
I can wire one of those from the
yeah,
alternator, right? And then I can connect it over to my battery bank, but I got to put a kill switch in there for that when I do that. Um, but what'll happen is when I'm driving,
right.
my alternator will be overworking itself, okay? Because I'll be charging the batteries and running whatever I'm running off of my alternator off my engine. So at that point, I'm probably going to have to go with a bigger powered alternator as well. So
Well,
there's another expense. That's why I
with
haven't
the
converted yet because I know what I'm
yeah,
going to have to do.
with the problem still is like the alternators on American cars, they charge really fast. Well, they're still running AC, but when you're going DC, it's a slow charge. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's like they're better batteries.
Yeah,
They're
but no, it's
German.
not. It's going to be the same. It's going to be the same. Yeah, but you want them charged slow. It's better for the batteries anyway. But
Uh,
it would keep enough power. Yeah, I could actually run everything I've got if I wired it up that way. But like I said, the first day I try to run it that way, it's going to fry that alternator because the
yeah,
factory alternator isn't heavy duty enough to put out
right.
enough voltage to
Yeah.
power all that. So I'm going to have to
Okay.
put a new alternator on as well,
Mhm.
with the bigger voltage to it.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, like, with the DCs, they're like constantly needing charge, though.
Well, that's the reason you use marine batteries for
Yeah.
your solar in place of using, say, a car battery. See, car batteries are meant for starting. They're not
Yeah.
meant for really storing power
But I mean,
to be drained down constantly and recharged. They're
but
not
I,
made for that. So
but I
that's
mean,
why you need marine batteries, you know.
I mean, how much power are you actually getting from the sun to those batteries? A lot or no?
Yeah, provided I'm not parked under trees. Matter of fact, I need to go move my van over a little bit farther because in order to get full power to my panels, I just looked up and realized I parked close. I need to back up and pull over this way a little more so I can get my panels where they're reaching an open direct sun. So between 12 and 1 o'clock today, I will have a direct sunbeam come down and hit my panels. But I used to carry what I called a portable panel.
Yeah.
It was on a 50-foot extension cable. And then I could take that panel out and I could extend it and move it around to the sun as the sun moves, because the sun's constantly moving, right? It's going up
Yeah.
and over and rising and then setting. So you got to keep your panel to where it's going to get, that sunbeam hitting it all the time.
Mm.
But
But is there?
I got tired honestly of moving the panel around, so I just mounted on the roof again. So now I
Yeah.
don't have
I
a
mean,
portable panel.
that's cool, but I mean, do they have like ones where you can just like roll multiples so you got sun all the time? So it's easier? You know what I'm
They
saying?
actually
Like,
make what they call a sun. They make what they call a sun finder, but I have to put a rack on top of my van to be able to mount one of those. And what it would do is it would actually tilt the panels and locate the sun for me. But that's another project. And I have to have rack. I have to have a rack with those, those arms that goes all the way across the van. I'd have to put
yeah.
that on there to be able to put a sun finder on there because the sun finder actually rotates the panels for you.
Wow. Wow,
See, I
that's
don't have any
amazing.
way to rotate them now because they're mounted down permanently solid the way they are.
Huh. Interesting. So where I live, that would not work at all because
Well, believe it
we
or
got.
not, they're man, they're they're left in this area in about 4 or 5 states surrounding solar panels to people that want to put solar on their homes, on top
Mm,
of their homes. But here's what they're not telling them: they're going to give you the solar panels, but they're not going to give you the inverter, the controller, and the batteries to store that power, right? But
yeah.
what happens is what they're wanting you to do is they're wanting you to use solar panels, and then um, every it cuts down on your electric bill probably completely if you don't use much electric. But then the extra power, you sell it back to the power company. See, and then they resell it to
Yeah.
somebody else. This is what they're
Uh,
doing. There's
of
a
course.
there's a whole field out in the country. We're going out there to the lake where I was at. There is an entire field of nothing but solar panels. So I mean, a whole like an acre of them stacked. They're just one after the other, one behind the other out there in this freaking field. I don't know if that's where they're storing them. I don't know if they're going to run a solar thing out there for a backup that goes to the power grid. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be connected into the power grid somehow. I couldn't figure out why they put it all the way out there when our power grid's out here by the freaking lake. So
Well, the
I don't understand the method to their madness, but
I had a friend that put one on his roof, and he said the biggest problem was the squirrels were building nests on his roof, and then he said the snow hit his roof, and then like he
well,
was doing.
that's the other thing. You got to be able to get up there. That's the other thing I've got to do to my van. I've got to put a ladder, that ladder rack like they put on the, you got double doors on the back of the van, and you've seen them with that ladder on one of the doors. I've got to
Mm,
put one of those on there so that I can get
mm,
up there and clean snow or clean dust and dirt off of the panels. Because if they get dirty, then it's not gonna be able to pull the power through them. If they get
yeah.
dirty, if the
How do
top
you
of them, because they're just glass, is all they
and
are.
how do you do that? Just with a broom constantly clean it, or?
A squeegee will work fine. Get up there and spray some water on it, take a squeegee and squeegee it off.
Uh-huh.
That's all I do. But like if you're out in a desert or you live on dusty, dirty roads, you're going to have more dust, more dirt, more sand, more everything that's going to accumulate up on top of that panel until it's clogged up to the point you're not bringing any power into your battery bank. Okay. So you have
Right.
to keep them clean. That's the other part of it. Um,
Yeah. That's a lot of work, though.
it's a lot of work, but believe me, it's well worth it, especially when you're traveling. It's
Oh
like,
yeah.
I've got, the one in my van is a 2,800 watt pure sine wave inverter. Okay, the
Mm,
max on it's 5,600 watts. That's a lot.
yeah.
Okay, now and then I'm running the controller. You got to put a controller in there too, because the controller keeps the panels from overcharging your batteries or undercharging. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
if they overcharge them and blow your batteries up, if they undercharge them, you're not going to get any power. So
Yeah. You got
I got a
you,
controller that
you got to
controls
take the
every bit of
cap
that.
off. He.
I even got a sensor thing that keeps up on the controller. It keeps up with the temperature of the battery. Because see, when it's really really hot or extremely cold, that's also going to affect your battery storage.
Hmm.
There's every every little thing affects every little thing. Okay. I believe
You
me,
got.
I've been doing this for years now, and I think
Oh yeah.
I've learned it pretty well. I've got it
But
down to a science.
do you have those caps where you take them off so in case like the cells are
Yes,
pop?
because I couldn't afford sealed AGM sealed batteries. So yes,
Uh,
mine are lead acid with the caps. But I bought a really good controller because if you use those cheap controllers, I've had them before, and they would overcharge my batteries and boil the acid right up out of them caps.
oh,
Yeah, you could smell the acid boiling up out. No, that's what I'm saying. You don't want to
yeah,
buy a cheap controller. You get
uh,
what you pay for. So
yeah,
I got one. It costs about $100, and it's called it's a tracer in, but it's a really good one, and it also has a connector where you can connect you. It's got more settings. You can connect it to your laptop. It's got a communication port on it. You can connect it to your laptop, and there's even more settings in the
hmm,
once you bring it up in your laptop for it. So
interesting.
other than what's on the machine itself. And it automatically, see, there's different kinds of batteries. Okay, first off, that controller, that's why you always, it's like when you connect the inverter, the only thing connects to the inverter is your battery cables coming from your battery bank. Now, what
Yeah,
connects to the controller is your solar panel wires coming in from your solar panels and going out to your, and then of course going over
yeah,
and connecting to everything else. But
right.
it's yeah,
Wow.
it's a big headache. But I mean,
Yeah,
and the wire's not cheap either. I don't know if you bought battery cable wire, but I have to buy it in 25, 50 foot rolls, and it's not cheap. But I
mm,
buy the I use the two AWG or 2-aught size, which is big
uh,
around as my index finger.
oh man,
Well, if you don't, if you
Stella,
don't use,
you're over my head already.
yeah, well, here's the basics. If you don't use heavy enough wire, just like in your house, if you don't wire your house with heavy enough wire, if you try to
Yeah,
run your house with 16 gauge wire, 9 chances out of 10, you're going to cause a fire. Okay, same thing with solar. You got to
gotcha.
use heavy enough wire, or you're going to set your place on fire.
Oh, of course.
And that's why you need really heavy, especially the battery cable wire. I'm running 16 gauge for my solar, but like I said, I run that big heavy duty shit to my back. I mean, it's big, you know, and it's flexible. See, they okay. I know you know what 12-2 with a ground is wire. How
Of
stiff it
course.
is. Okay, it's
Yeah,
solid. It's a solid copper wire, right? Okay. Now the wire I use is it's not a solid copper. It is copper wire, but it's like multiple strands all twisted together. But here's
yeah.
the best thing about that wire. It's more expensive, of course, but it's flexible. You can move it around, and it won't. If you bend it back and forth 4 or 5 times, it won't break in two like 12-2 with a ground will. I know
Wait,
you probably
the
took
weird.
wire. You can bend it back and forth 3 or 4 times and break it right in two.
Stella, I used to jumpstart Pepsi trucks at fucking 4 o'clock in the morning. I know what that wire is.
Yeah, so yeah. So what I'm saying is the
Yeah,
difference is what you wire your house with
yeah,
is a stiff, heavy wire. It is solid copper, but what you wire up with your solar is a bunch of twisted strands of copper. Okay,
yeah.
and it's
Of course.
flexible. That way, because you're doing the vibration from your vehicle and moving around, it's not going to cause those wires to break inside there to the point
Yeah,
to where you're going to cause a fire. And I don't
we,
like fire.
well, you can always wrap it. You can heat over that. Just put some like a heat gun, wrap it with some what do you call it? I don't know, plastic.
It's called shrink wrap.
Yeah,
I
there we
use
go.
shrink wrap when I crimp on the ends with the rings or the eyelets or whatever that you're going to connect it to your battery. I
Yeah,
always use shrink wrap. always. I've got a special tool for crimping the ends of these big heavy. They're called lugs. They're
Yeah.
heavy because they go on that big heavy wire, so they're huge. But
Yeah.
I've got a little contraption. You cut your wire back and you put that end on it that's got the loop. It's got the loop you put
Yeah.
over that post. Okay, you
Mm.
put it in there. You stick it in this little thing, and then I take my big heavy hammer and I whap it. Wham! Smack! And it
Nice.
it crimps. It's a crimper's what it is, but it smashes the that lug onto the wire, and then I turn
Okay.
it over. I smash it on one side, then I roll it over. I take it out,
Yeah.
roll it over, smash the other side, and then I run the shrink wrap over it so that it doesn't short out or anything there where it was connected. And the shrink wrap keeps it all nice and neat and protected. It's better than sitting there winding electrical tape around it for days, and it's a lot
Well,
better.
yeah, I went to mechanical and
Eddie, hang on. Eddie just came in.
yeah, let me uh put it on pause so you can talk to your friends, okay?
Oh, well, rest in peace, Sam. How you doing, Eddie? How's my little sweet Dempsey? I love that kid. He's so smart. And Amber, give Amber a hug for me too, honey, please. I don't see y'all around much, so I don't really get to say hello very often. I thought Sam was going to marry Yukon Ann now that she's single and available. Well, rest in peace, Sam. That's all I can say. When people let their health go as long as he has and don't do anything about it, that's not good. It's just taking away years off your life that you would have if you would just go get your whatever surgery, whatever you need done. I went and had plenty of it done, believe me. Well, they were black the last time I saw those oozing spots, Eddie, on his leg. They were black. That means gangrene was setting in. Anytime it's black, and it would have. Uh, a lot of time they'll say, "Oh, will you get a red streak?" Running up your leg to your heart. You don't always get a red streak. Sometimes they change colors. They go from black to green. It'll turn a green looking.
I got one of those on my legs, so that means I'm gonna die.
Well, Sam has got well, he's no, seriously, he's had a bad hip for, I don't know, I've known him 3 or 4 years, right? And ever
Yeah.
since I've known him, he's had this bad hip. Now he cannot walk hardly at all, right? I mean, he
Yeah.
can barely get out of his vehicle and walk to the back of his vehicle to pump his gas, right?
No, that's
Um,
so sad.
well, I'm serious. I don't even like the guy. The guy's a fuckwad. But I'm
Mm.
just saying,
I'm just putting my 2 cents on.
but
I don't
his
know.
his left leg, he had two holes develop in it,
Mm.
and they were oozing, oozing whatever pus. I don't know whatever comes out of them, but anyway, they've been oozing for a while, and I guess he finally started seeing a doctor about it after he got arrested, and then he got put on probation there in California where he's at. But now he showed them a couple times, and they're black. There's pure black.
Really, after the ankle bracelet?
No, he didn't have an ankle bracelet. He got they let him out on probation.
Joking.
Well, you want to know what he did to get on probation? They were trying to get to I guess they were getting him for resisting arrest and try they were they some one of the lady what do you call them, park rangers, went to
Yeah.
pull him out of his vehicle, and he weighs nearly 400 pounds. He's a very large person. And
uh,
when this lady went to pull him out, he fell on top of her and
yeah.
hurt her. Yes.
Oh, that's bad. So sad.
Yeah. But anyway, so he took a plea bargain and he got put on 2-year probation. So now he's stuck living in California. Well, it'd be another year and a half now. I think he's been on it about 6 months now. So he's got about
I,
another year and a half to go.
I don't make fun of people's looks or who they are. That sucks. Of course, I don't weigh that much, but that's bad. Damn.
Well, he's the one I told you that does well. Like, okay, he does some really awful things to people, and sometimes I think it's karma that kicks his ass more than anything. But okay, he was there for a while. He was forwarding my picture as his icon. Let me tell you this story, okay?
Nah,
Now,
nah, nah. All right.
now
This is
listen to
gonna
this one, which I
this is
didn't
gonna be
care. I mean, if he wants to look like me and act like me, that's fine. Okay, he just does it for clout, to get attention, whatever. But he got out of his car, went to the back of his car to do something with his dog, I think. But he went to go get back in his car. He couldn't breathe at all. He could not breathe. He went to screaming for somebody to help him. He couldn't figure out how to get my picture off his icon, right? And so
uh,
somebody finally helped, told him how he was so nervous he couldn't even do it. And so as soon as it was, this is what's weird. As soon as he got my picture off his icon and put his own picture back up there, he could breathe instantly. It was weird how that happened. But my
well,
sister died a couple months ago, and he
mm,
had one of his flunkies hunt down my dead sister's photo, and he was sporting her photo as him for a few days. And
that's terrible.
I just told him, I said, look, yes, to get you, yes, if you want to be and you want to sport her picture. I said, I will send you one of her dresses and some earrings and a really cute outfit and stuff, and you can dress just like her.
Ugh,
I said, I
Jesus.
will hook you up. Yeah. And so
Jesus.
anyway, so he finally he took that picture down and quit showing it, you know.
Stella, you're like one of those people that just do not fuck with on the internet.
Well, I mean, why? They do stupid shit. They win stupid prizes,
Mm,
right?
mm,
I mean, somebody's dead. Do you think they give two shits that you're showing their picture? They don't care, believe me. And it's not affecting me one iota.
no.
My
What a
sister was a very pretty girl. If Sam wants to look pretty like her, then I don't blame him. I mean, I've seen what
yeah.
he looks like. And if he wants to look
He's,
pretty like my sister, then he's more than welcome to look like her.
so yeah, you got a big family. I don't give a fuck. Holy shit.
My family's huge, okay? My mother, there was 13 siblings in her family. There was
Mm,
13 in my
I,
father's family, and there
I
was
know.
6 in our family. I've got 4. All my kids have kids, you know what I'm saying? So now
No,
I've got 16 great
it,
grandchildren. Great grand.
yeah, that's what I was wondering. Do you have great grandchildren now?
Now I don't have any great greats yet, but um that's going to be a few more years yet. But I do
Yeah,
have great. I do have the great 16 of them now.
I know.
14 are
Stella's
boys. I got a football team. 14 of them are boys, and there's only 2 girls out of all of them.
Stella's probably the most hardcore person I've ever met in my life,
Well,
other
I
than
mean,
my
there's
dad.
what are they going to do? Hunt me down and kill me, which is fine. What are they going to do after that? They're going to eat me. They're going to eat my dead body meat. I mean, they're going to throw me on a grill and rotisserie my ass. I mean, what are they going to do? There's nothing they can do to me. Fuck them.
Oh man,
Nothing they can
Stella.
do to me. Hunt me down. Like me and Kat
Mhm.
had a troll the other day, and he came up for some reason. He looked at my picture. He determined I was fat, right? So this whole time he's like calling me fat. I said, dude, I said, and I'm not that big anyway. But I told him, I said, dude, I'm so fat when I jump up in the fucking air, I get stuck, you know. And I'm just laughing at him. And I finally I told him, I said, look, your 1980s cut downs are old school. I said, this is 2022. I said, if you'll hook up with me, I will teach you some modern day cut downs, okay? And how you should be trolling in 2022 because you're using old school shit, dude. I invented the shit you're trying to pull on me. It ain't gonna work. I don't care. I don't care if you think I'm fat shit. I'll flop my pot belly right on out
Mhm.
there and shake it at your ass. He
Yes.
got so mad. Listen, he got so mad at
Mhm.
me and Kat that he started playing this really loud music over the top of us so that nobody could hear us smashing the hell out of him. Me and Crafty Cat, me and her ripped that dude a new ass. And honestly, I haven't seen or heard. I don't even know the guy's name. I don't know who he was. But when I came in, he was giving Cat a hard time. So I jumped up on the panel, right? I said, "Oh hell no, dude! You ain't gonna talk to her that way. Shit, come on, take me on, because I'm the best you'll ever get. I'm the best you'll ever meet, dude. I can promise you that. Troll on troll, head on head. I'm the best you're ever gonna cross." And I triggered him to the point to where all he did was play loud, some horrid loud videos and music and whatever. He just kept playing it.
No. Torture. A
It's
horror.
true, Dave. See, Dave, my friend Seal Hater, him and I have been around online dealing with trolls I've been here since
Mhm.
1988. I think he started in 87. He started a little bit earlier than I did, but we've been dealing with this shit nearly all of our life, you know? I mean, you can't get no better than us. That's why I don't bother people, Dave, because I know I can beat them. I know I can beat them. That's why I don't bother people. I don't mess with people. I stay to myself until they come at me. They come at me, they're going to get a whole brand new meal. Okay? They're going to get a package deal. Shit, I'll go lay myself on top of the barbecue grill and let them strike the striker to it just so they can have a meal. I'll lay down and I'll feed their ass. They can have me.
We'll put a piece of dynamite in her ass,
Mm.
and
Hey,
they'll
I'm
give you a
serious,
match.
seriously. I fight that way. When somebody wants to fight with me, I'll do that. I will go lay down and just wait for
Mhm.
them to come try to attack me. I'll lay right on the fucking ground and wait for them. That's what I do. And then if they get past my feet, you know what I'm saying? They usually don't. Usually by then they're already down, over, and pinned, you know, and I'm smashing the guts out of their throat. But I mean, I fight pretty good for an old lady. If they want to fist fight, I'll fist fight. You know,
Man, I would.
just don't bring no police like a pussy. You know, I'll meet it. I'll hook up with anybody and take them on. I don't care.
I ain't fucking with Stella, man. She's the best. Shit.
Mhm.
Good luck.
It was funny the other day. I don't remember who it was, but some dude was on there flexing his muscles, right? And I looked over at Pangie, my YouTube friend that was with me, and I said, "Look at that guy's little muscle." I said, "Check out these guns. I'm a girl and I got bigger muscles than that guy."
Yeah, you gotta show the armpits off to Dave.
Hell yeah. Yeah, and I'm Native American. I don't even get hair under my armpits. They're smooth as silk. I don't get hair on my legs either.
I'll be right
But my
back.
beard, hey, but my beard long. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, Native Americans, they don't usually they don't grow hair much. You know what I mean? If you're Indian. But I always tell them I got a hell of a long beard, though. I ain't got no armpit hairs and no leg hairs, but man, my beard is foot long. I feel sorry for a lot of these little trolls we have. I really do. Because, most of them, honestly and truthfully, they're sitting there still living with their mama, up into their 30s and 40s. Some of them are even in their 50s. They're still living in their mama's house, letting their mama take care of them. And I don't know. And so they're so frustrated because they don't have anything going in their own life. They come online and fight with people. I'm just always ready and available for the fight. They want to find somebody. Hey, I'll be your huckleberry. Okay. I'll be the huckleberry. Oh, Dave, that does that. Honestly, man, that's the only place that I get hair that grows to the point to where I have to shave it every week to keep it gone. I'm not kidding. Yeah, it's my bush. And that's horrible. That's how Native Americans are. I don't know if you're Irish, right, Dave? Um, I don't know how the Irish ladies are because I don't know if I've ever met one, but I don't know if they grow, like the women in the UK, they grow that long armpit hair, see? And they're proud of it. They hold that arm up, shit that hair under that arm be a foot long, they'll be brushing it, putting it curlers and shit, right? But um so I really don't know how the ladies are where you're from. So cuz I really don't know. I did have a Canadian friend though years ago that had a back face because she grew facial hair. I'm sure it was some kind of medicine she'd been taking or something made her grow facial hair. I don't know. I don't got face hairs, but maybe I'll get them when I'm older or something. I don't know. Mow the lawn, Liz. But mostly what people ask me, they ask me if my carpets match my drapes. I used to hang out at the bars a lot. I never was a drinker, but I liked to go listen to the band and dance and all that. And I was blonde. I had my hair bleached blonde back then. And I walked into the bar, started to walk up there and order me a drink. And some guy sitting at the bar looked at me. He goes, "Are you a natural blonde?" I just looked back at him. I said, "Won't you just flip me upside down and look at me and see?" And everybody at the bar busted out laughing. They thought that was funnier than hell. But I mean, ask dumb questions, you get dumb answers, right? I mean, you could tell I bleached my hair. Hey, Snow Bunny, how you doing, honey? I tried to call you earlier because I have something important to tell you. I'll call you later. Okay, that was me that called you this morning. I think I called your business phone though. Um, I didn't know if you had another number, but no. Oh, they do actually now. They're brown again. Yeah, that was me though that called you earlier. I'm gonna call you back later on because I do got something important to tell you. I got to call you and Benny both. Um, yeah, I've got something I need. I'm letting certain people know something, and I'm not putting it on YouTube, but it's not anything to do with YouTube.
Hold on, let me mute it again.
Yeah, Liz,
You're
be sure, Liz, Liz, be sure, Liz, and keep them. What is that lady that tells them jokes? That old lady, I forgot her name, and she talks about Miss Puss. She says somebody was asking her questions. How do you get a man and keep him? And then she says, "You got to keep Miss Puss clean." And she was going on and on and on and on about keeping Miss Puss clean. And I laughed. I had her up. I used to have a one how you share your video on your community page. I used to have that one up there, but I took it down a while back. It wasn't getting any views, and I just removed it. But if stuff don't get views, I take it down. Make room for stuff that does get views.
Stella, what's the best like dirty joke you've heard in a while?
Yeah.
You got any dirty jokes?
Do I have any dirty jokes? Well, I can tell you a joke. It's not
Oh,
really dirty, but it's kind of funny dirty.
all right.
Well,
Let's hear
um, well, there was an old dude, and he was in the nursing home, okay, and
it.
the nurses come around and check him often. And one morning, the nurse lady come by his room and was checking on him, and he's sitting on the side of his head, looking all sad. And she says,
Mhm.
whatever, she called him by name, and she says, "What's wrong?" And he says, "My member died." And she says, "Oh, I'm so sorry." You know, later on in the day, she sees him and he's woke up now. He's got his robe on and it's wide open, right? And they think he murdered. She stopped him. And she said, she called him by his name again. And she says, "Well, I thought you told me your member died." He said, "I did." He said, "And today's the viewing."
I love that joke. That's a good
That's a
one.
good one. It's oldie but goodie. I'm not real good on telling jokes, but that's
Oh man, you remember like my dad would say those ones. Oh man, that was funny. So that's a good one. Oh shit. Oh god, that's funny. The viewing, yeah.
he said, "But today's the viewing," and he was showing it. He was letting everybody look at it that day. And I imagine it was just hanging there all drooping down, all sagging, and you know,
Yeah.
just swinging. I don't know if you've ever seen an old man just walk around with his old swinging dick, but it's kind of hilarious.
Oh yeah, and that's what we used to use the same idea still with me and my dad before he died, and he used to like tell you jokes like on the post and stuff back
Oh yeah, I love
then.
jokes, but I'm better at listening to them and laughing than I am at telling them.
I'm
Um,
trying to think of like his funny jokes. So shit, I'm not good at telling jokes. What does Ozzy say? What did the banana say to the vibrator? All right, what did the banana say to the vibrator?
yeah, yeah. I don't. What did it say? I think bananas can talk, to be honest, but I don't know what her answer is going to be. Come on, tell us.
It's probably gonna be like, "Have a nice day" or something.
I can tell you a little story. I met this.
That's a good one, Ozzy. Uh, ho- You're roboting again. Let me put it on mute.
Uh, yeah, that one's good. I don't hear it on my end though. When I'm vibrating, maybe I got a vibrator in my ass.
No,
But anyway,
it's a
okay.
connection.
Listen.
It's
So anyway, so
slowly.
me and well,
It,
me and this old dude, right? We're thing, and he said, "I buy a
it takes a few minutes, like with them up. I'm gonna get off here in a minute,
pump,"
anyways, but
and
to work itself out with the connection.
I pump. Oh my God, no way. I said, "Yeah, I do it." And he let me pump his penis up and let it out of air. I didn't want to get out of that hot tub. I was having so much damn fun pumping up that old dude's penis pump. And but we had the biggest fun. He laughed at me because I got excited about wanting to pump the penis pump. You men, hey, there's hope. Even when you get old and your penis goes saggy and you can't do nothing with it, you can get a penis pump put right inside of it. And it's the neatest thing ever was. I don't know how much it cost. I think he said he paid about 5,000. It's actually something that's inserted. It don't make it bigger though. Don't get your hopes up. All it does is make it
Ah,
hard. Whatever you had before is what you're gonna have after. But it all it does is when it airs it up, it's just like airing a tire up and letting it back out of air up and down, and that's what it is. It's funnier than hell.
does Goodyear make the? Is it good quality or what? I'm gonna jump off here. You're roboting a lot. Maybe they get like a solar powered penis pump. All right, I'm gonna jump off here, and I'll see you in the
Hey,
side chat.
thanks, Seal. I always enjoy your company. Thank you for
Yeah,
coming.
no, absolutely. We're old friends.
Of course, I love you, sweetie. I'll see you when I
Right?
come live again. I'll see if I can get time tomorrow and maybe in the morning early and do another one.
Yeah, yeah,
I'll
absolutely.
try to get charged up overnight tonight if I can.
No,
So that way I'll have more power.
I just see people live and I click on it. I'll go in the
Well,
side
you're
chat.
always welcome here. You're always
Yeah,
welcome here.
yeah, we're old friends. We always are. We're strong.
That's right. We will survive.
All right,
They say
I'll see you in the.
only the strong will survive anyway. But I'll see
All
you
right,
on the flip side. Bye bye. Bye,
all right.
everybody.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for coming in.